Where are the Black Stars friendlies, GFA? Because everyone seems to be asking. Everyone is playing. Our Black Stars are just training and catching crews and doing team bonding. Nice stuff. They need it. Under a new manager, they need it. And I think that's even an attempt by the Black Stars head coach to sort of lessen the blow of not having international friendlies around this time. If you look at everything that has happened, so first the GFA told us, or we were told that the team was going to play Jamaica. Because of fixture work overload, Jamaica did not materialize. Then we were told the team was going to play Honduras. Again, Honduras had also played an inordinate amount of games because playing 3 games in a week, the week before the World Cup starts, is crazy. And you can't go anymore. You can't go beyond that. So they have also pulled out. And now the GFA is left scrambling and looking for friendlies for the new head coach. And this is really disappointing because we qualified for the World Cup in September. We knew who we were going to play when the draw was conducted, I think at the end of last year. Yeah. So in December was when the draw was held. After that, we knew who we were going to play. We should have used that information, or I should say the GFA, because we're not members of the GFA. The GFA should have used that information to go out there and look at teams that will help us prepare for the World Cup. You know, opponents that we could play in the first week of June, possibly in the second week of June, before the tournament starts. But they haven't done that. They have played catch-up. They have left it too late, and now they are scrambling around looking for international friendlies. And around this time, it's going to be very difficult because teams are moving into the zone where they are rounding up their international friendlies. So if you're going to play any team, I suspect it may be a team that is not at the World Cup, or a team who, like us, have, for one reason or the other, had their opponents walk out on them for the international friendly. And so, look, it's not a great situation. And for me, it's really disappointing. It has implications on the team, the Black Stars. One, it denies the manager, and that's the obvious part, it denies the manager that opportunity to train his players and test his methods in real time. Now, I know this sounds very obvious, but for a manager who has played only 1 game and had 2 weeks of training, 1 week with the entire complement, the other week with not so much, it becomes even more important that he gets used to the squad. Before, you don't want him to be testing some of his ideas in real game scenarios. The place for testing methods, for exposing players, checking who can execute your concepts, your ideas better, is international friendlies. That is where you play players and see who understands what you are demanding of them, who can find tactical solutions outside of what the whole team has sat down and discussed and agreed, right? Because you will need that. I mean, there are going to be points in time where tactics will cancel out, and you need your players to take or assume responsibility and be able to change the game. We haven't done enough of that for someone like Carlos Queiroz, who, as we know, recently got appointed. And so that is a bit disappointing. And I wanted to see at least 2 international friendlies before the team takes to the pitch against Panama. The other bit is the matter of acclimatization. We're told that the temperatures could go as high as 36 degrees Celsius in some of the states in the US during the World Cup. Already, we have seen that some of our players cannot cope with high-octane football or the intensity. Some people have raised question marks about Jordan Ayew. I thought that was harsh. But Thomas Partey is in the heart of our midfield. And when I remember his performance against Germany and Austria, against Wales as well, where he was considerably off the pace, couldn't keep up with the intensity, that bothers me. So I want to see him play in that condition in at least 2 friendlies. Let the manager assess them, even if it is behind closed doors, I don't care. But the manager needs to see him and the rest of the team in those conditions to see who can cope, to see whether or not his methods can be executed, his game plan can be executed in such conditions. Because it is going to test the players. This week, we've seen 2 teams postpone their training sessions because the weather got too hot. It happened to Norway. I'm not saying the Black Stars are going to be susceptible to that. But in terms of even pure intensity and match sharpness, quite a number of our players have not played enough football. Jordan Ayew has played sparingly. Partey hasn't played enough. So those players would need these friendlies. And I do hope that somehow something falls from the sky for the Black Stars, but this is not a great look.